I wanted to bring this to you. Is a smart muscle stimulator by POWERDOT. There's a lot of them out there. I've always wanted to try one, but the prices of some of these are just so expensive that I never really had the chance to. So anyway, they sent me one to test it out. Now I've tested it out for over a month. I've tested it out in many different ways. I think it's pretty awesome to use, and if you can afford it, I think it's great for you for many reasons. I choose this to use as recovery. Not recovery every single day, but what I find it absolutely shines in is long endurance work. So I'm a mountain biker. I cycle a lot, and kettlebell sport I train a lot. So endurance, and I'm just kind of abusing my muscle tissue. I like to lift heavy, but at the same time I like to lift heavy and I like to lift long. So anyway, let me pop this open. Like I said, this is the POWERDOT Smart Muscle Stimulator. And the cool thing about this is the power supply are these little Bluetooth operated things, but the smart part is it works with your phone. So you already have half of the system there. Let me open this thing up. I can find it. And it comes, you got your manuals and stuff like that, and the manuals come with some, right here, there's your pads. There's the one thing that you may be buying, but let's just pop it open. Like I said, I've been using it for a month, sometimes daily, just depends on what I do. A lot of work on forearms and triceps and quads and lower back. So that's what I do, kettlebell sport. So anyway, these are your pads, and they came in this little bag. Alright, so I'm just going to pretend that they were there. Like I said, the one thing you're going to be using, you're going to be ordering probably a couple more of these depending on how you take care and how dusty or how dirty they get. I always try to wash my hands of the skin before on the area that I'm going to apply these. So here are the little power dots. You can see that. Alright, so they're Bluetooth. You can turn them on with this button right here. Alright, and that did turn on. Quit looking at me, camera. There you go. Anyway, so they're there. They're very, very small, but they communicate to your phone or your tablet through Bluetooth, smart Bluetooth. It doesn't use a lot of batteries, and you can do other things with it. I listen to music, and I usually do this towards the end of the day when I'm laying down reading or something like that. But anyway, so let me open this up. They have different cords, different cord lengths that come in this little case. A charging thing, USB. You just plug them in right there, and they charge very, very fast. That's pretty cool. But anyway, so there's different lengths. You got the longer ones. So this might be for, say, your back. The only thing so far that I found that is hard, it's the same thing as a lot of things, like body temperature and all sorts of stuff, is unless you have another person to be able to put these, say, on your back or something. I'm going to pull the app up on the phone. It's kind of hard to place certain things, just by yourself. So here is the POWERDOT app, and I'm going to come over here and show you if there's different things to do. So once you have it, there you go. So like I say, I do focus on, and then what you do after that is you find the area, and I've done a whole lot of forearms and wrists. So massage, extended recovery, I'm basically staying over here in the massage and extended recovery. So it's going to look for these guys. It's going to tell you how to place it, okay? And of course, I would always recommend doing these, the tips, stuff like that, how to do it, where to set up. But anyway, it's starting to find these. I haven't turned them on, so it can't find them right now. But anyway, there's a lot of things you can do with that. You can do active recovery. You can work on different areas. There's performance for I don't really use this too much because I'm really only using it for recovery. So this is a whole open area that I haven't done too much of. But anyway, I'm going to focus on that. So anyway, let me set one of these guys up. So your computer and the app is the thing that is telling these how to work, okay? So let me set this up on forearm, alright? So I'm going to see how it says to do it. I'm going to place the longer strip. It's easy, they're tacky like that. The tacky stuff, and it's pretty good. So now this is down here. I'm just going to make sure that I'm already pretty clean, so I just want to make sure it's on there. I'm going to take the other pieces, one on the inside of the forearm. Now this is from gripping so much with kettlebell sport, it wears out all that. It's all sorts of stuff. So anyway, get back this other one on real quick. This is on the other side right there. Brachioradialis and the extensors and all that stuff. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the long one just to make sure that it reaches. I'm going to plug in here. Fits that. I'm going to attach these 2 points. They're kind of magnetic and they kind of just pop on there. So they're hooked up. Now I'm going to take this back one right here. It's magnetic and it's just going to sit there. Okay, so now I can do stuff. Alright, so if I have this, now since there are 2 of them, the Duo, the POWERDOT Duo comes with 2. I could do the other arm if I wanted to, but for the sake of this, talk, now I'm just going to put power on, hold it on for a second, the white light, turn it on. It says it's discovering services. Turn that, make sure that Bluetooth's on, check. Okay, so now it says that it's ready. It says you have 2 power dots activated, only 1 connected. Do you want to continue? So I'm going to continue in single mode. Yes. Now this is the one that's been giving me some trouble, so I'm going to give attention to this side. Let's go single. I'm going to go over here. Now, I'm not saying that everyone needs to use this, but if it's something, I take recovery very, very seriously. So I train hard, recover harder. Any tool that I can have to help me continue with how I'm training and how hard I'm training, I'm going to use. I'm going to talk about it. So here what I do is just increase until, there we go. So, it's funny because that's exactly where I feel is my most amount of tension is on my ring and pinky finger on my left hand. As you know, I'm an avid mountain biker and I've had a lot of crashes, and when I hurt myself, it's not in the gym, it's outside when I'm playing after I've used the gym to help me with strength and endurance and from try to stay away from getting injured. But anyway, play out there. If you're doing sports like that, you're still gonna get injured. The chances are up there. So I take that into consideration, and there we go. So now I don't want to go crazy with this. A lot of people think that it needs to be super powerful. It's the same thing as you don't need to deadlift 500 pounds every time you go to the gym to make gains or increase your strength. There's a lot of different stuff. So I can let this go, and it's going to run for about 20 minutes. I can change it, so pretty much we'll get used to it. What I like about this is just the versatility. It will change the input after a while, and you might get longer pulses, slower, faster activation. I like it because it doesn't take any more energy from me. So if I'm exhausted from training, this is going to help basically pump more blood, increase the circulation, make the muscle move. I like to, there we go, I like to do some light stretches. I like to hold the finger that's moving so much and move through a range of motion, stuff like that. But what I like about it is, if you are injured, this is a way that you can, rest on the couch or whatever if you have an injury, to keep that connection, that tissue connection, that mind, the brain connection to the muscle working. So my left feels totally different than my right, and that's not something I really want. It's not going to be perfect, but I don't want giant discrepancies. So there's times I'm like, okay, why is my left reacting compared to my right? Quads and stuff like that. Like I've had injuries, had knee surgery on my right knee, and it's totally different than my left. So I've been using this a little bit more on the right, and I can feel a little bit more activation in my lateral quad. That's what I'm going for. So anyway, there's a lot of ways you can do it. If you're new to it and it's something that it's going to increase the circulation, increase lymph fluid flow, stuff like that, I think it's good. Let's see, a lot of people might use this, basically as muscle activation. But anyway, I think it's cool. I think it works really well. The price, I think it was, I'm going to write the price down at the bottom because I can't remember off the top of my head. But it seems like it's much less than a lot of these other smart, smart muscle stimulators that are the full system, because you're using your smartphone or your whatever. That's already been paid for. So this is just connected to Bluetooth, and so I think that's one of the biggest pros of that. The price, and for what it does, very similar, and the price is much lower. So anyway, POWERDOT, this is the 2.0 smart muscle stimulator. I'm going to give it a swing this approved. It's definitely, see now it's already, I can feel it changing a little different. It's not as rapid and it's not as tense, yet I'm still on the same level that I was before. So anyway, you can get kind of used to it. I've noticed that areas that I'm really sensitive or really tight are already going a little bit more. But anyway, once I get done, I really feel, you can tell that the muscle's been worked in a different way. So like I said, I don't want to do a lot more squeezing grip for kettlebell sport, but I can do this. It allows that more movement and recuperation to get some more blood flow in there. And anyway, so I'm going to pause that and finish that up later. Joe, out.